Teacher, I think now is the time or after 5 minutes? Okay, so good morning, everybody. Today we're not gonna have a regular lesson because today we are gonna have a presentation about a really big problem. So this problem is so related to our home Earth. So wish you all to cooperate with us on this meeting and write the solution before we start, before the presentation of every one of us start. And today's lesson is going to be presented by our star volunteers who have done these searches and researches to help us to understand more about the situations that we're going through. But first of all, let's begin with our virtual classroom rules, voiced by Salma Ahmed.
Our virtual classroom rules. Once you join the class, you will see the minutes table. What you need to do. Close your camera. Mute your microphone. If you have any questions, write in your chat box. If you want to speak, raise your hand. The class is 45 minutes. You need to leave and go to your next class.
Okay, thank you, Salma. So imagine with me. Close your eyes and imagine. So after school, you were just going to school regularly every day. You get home and have a bath, done your homeworks, had a nap, and so on. But finally wanted to watch the TV. So you went to the sofa on the living room. You tried to open the TV, but no signal. You tried to open your phone, but instead nobody. You tried to open your laptop, but no, there's no hope. So you lost hope on opening anything. So, but on a shocking second that happened. This video interrupted you and you start watching it so closely. So let's watch this video together. To say is much easier than to do. Even the item says, action speaks much better, louder than words. From that, our group presents disasters around the world. Hi, I'm Basmala Abdelaziz, the group's leader, and these are my group's members.
On air is Minna Diab.
Hey, I'm Fatma Khaya Ashkenani.
Hello everyone, I am Hamza Muhammad Abdul Wahab.
Hello and welcome. I'm Maryam Mohammed Bastawi and I'm a member of the fourth group.
أنا علاء with you.
Faisal Hazem.
I am Amir Mohammed.
Today we are here to show you some points you haven't knew about them before. Starting now.
Do you feel it's hot? It's so hot. This is global warming causing all problem all over and over. Switch the AC, please.
Of course, violence is such a horrible thing, but can we stop it? Give me a single answer for this question. Where do we differ? Black, white, red, or yellow? We are all still humans.
You, me, no, everybody has the right to read, the right to write, basically the right to educate.
So, today I'll be talking about bullying, the definition of it, how to treat it, the role of parents and the teachers in treating it, and much more. If you're interested, stay tuned.
Every day we need food. Every day we have 3 or more meals. Every day we see we are hungry, but every day we waste food.
Today I will talk about migration. In every war, there should be a victim, even if they were completely unconnected. But where can we go, even if they free to a safe or a dangerous place?
Therefore, my last word is if you still really wanna live in this earth, please stop harming your and our home earth. Thank you. So, after you have watched the video, of course you have many questions, but we will answer these questions on our presentation. Please concentrate and cooperate with us and write some solutions for the problems that you will witness on the chat box. And starting with our first volunteer, Fatma Khalil Ashkanani with violence. Fatma Khalil?
Yes. Hello, everybody. I, Fatma Khalid, am going to talk about a global issue called violence. As we may know that violence is a very popular discussion between countries such as the USA and Afghanistan and other countries as well. And no one can explain why some individuals behave violently toward others, or why violence is more prevalent in some communities than in others. Violence is the result of the complex interplay of individual, relationship, social, cultural, and environmental situations. Violence is an extreme form of aggression that may lead to assault or murder. Violence has many causes, including frustration, exposure to violent media, violence in the house or neighborhood, and tendency to see other people's actions as hostile even when they are not. Those who experience or witness violence may develop a variety of problems, including anxiety, depression, insecurity, anger, poor anger management, poor social skills, pathological lying, manipulative behavior, impulsiveness, and lack of empathy. And here are some suggestions to overcome violence. First, don't be afraid to seek help. Second, stabilize environment. Third, share experiences. Fourth, settle incidents. Fifth, seek for professional therapy and counseling. Six, know that it's not okay. Seven, understand that abuse is a cycle. Eight, reach out to family and friends. Nine, seek the guidance of a professional. 10. Stand up for yourself. 11. Be self-aware. 12. Know that it's not your fault. 13. Remember putting others down doesn't raise you up. 14. Situational awareness. 15. Take care of your words, such as resist the urge to say calm down. And last but not least, 16. Acknowledge the problem. And us as human beings should stop violence because violence has lifelong consequences and nobody is ready to take responsibility of the consequences that might cause a trauma to the person suffering from violence. And thank you.
Thank you a lot, Fatma Khalil. So, moving on. Now we are gonna have a discussion about the immigration, yes, and it was made by Hamza Muhammad, but will be presented by Asma Abdullah. Asma, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, Asma, start.
Definition of migration. Migration is the movement from one's home country to settle in another country. It's the population movement in which an individual or group moves from the original homeland to a new homeland of their choice, as a result of many reasons and conditions. Types of migration. Migration has types that are divided into internal migration. It's migration from one region to another in the same country, such as migration from the countryside to the city. External migration. It's migration that occur outside the borders of the state anywhere outside its residence. Disadvantages of immigration and their consequences. This is distance from family, relatives, and friends, loss of stability, abandoning many principles, customs, and traditions to adapt to a new life, lack of belonging and sense of reassurance, feeling of alienation and loneliness. Suggested solutions: providing job opportunities for young workers, motivating young people to be attached to their motherland and not to abandon or neglect it, not matter what happens. Opening places invest all the qualifications of young people, for example, associations and culture clubs. Paying attention to the qualifications of young people by providing important privileges, for example, health insurance, housing, and transportation, achieving the principle of quality and justice.
Thank you, Asma. And now we are gonna listen for this project that was made by Afnaniyat. It's about racism, so let's start.
Hi, I'm Afnan. Today I will talk about racism and its negative effects on society, and I will present some solutions to reduce it. My topic today is about racism. Racism is a bad behavior, and everywhere some people act racist toward others. And racism is for a reason including different religions, social classes, skin color different, and different cultures. Racism is a very bad thing. It can destroy people and destroy their self-confidence. As a result, a person becomes more introverted and isolated from the world. And racism is through insult, baiting, and may reach the point of murder as happened in America with dark-skinned people and Asians. And racist people do this for several reasons, including bragging about lineages and defaming them, physical differences, ignorance, and lack of awareness of the concept of racism. Psychological problems such as vanity and arrogance, language difference, greed, and exploitation. Some habits are inherited. Racist people have become a habit for them, so when they see someone they don't like, they practice racism on him. So it's difficult, they must get rid of this bad habit. Now some solution that reduce racism. 1. The family has a big role in racism. So the family should teach their children from young age to think that racism is a bad thing and they should not do it to anyone. 2. If racism was taking place in school, the school administration and the teachers must act quickly before the situation gets worsened. 3. The person who is subjected to racism must defend himself before the situation gets worse. In the end, racism is an unpleasant thing, and if we see a racist, we must advise him to stop it, because life may respond to this in its children, and remain regretful because it was racist. And whoever of us is exposed to racism, he must tell his family and the administration to solve the problems.
Thank you, Afnan. Moving on. So now with our overpopulation will be presented by Haysel Hazem. Haysel.
Yes. Hello everybody, I'm Haysel Hazem. Today I will talk about overpopulation. Overpopulation, the huge increase in the number of people in a specific country or the whole world. In overpopulated environment, the numbers of people might be more than the available essential materials for survival, such as transport, water, shelter, food, or social amenities. This regularly
contributes to environmental deterioration, worsening in the quality of life, or even the disintegration of the population. What are the causes of population growth? Causes of overpopulation. It took hundreds of years to reach 1 billion inhabitants. Yet, in little over 2 centuries, this figure multiplied sevenfold. Why? There are a series of factors that favored the spectacular growth. Possible solutions to overpopulation. One, if population growth is unsustainable, are there human ways to limit it? 1. Empower women. Studies show that women with access to reproductive health services find it easier to break out of poverty, while those who work are more likely to use birth control. 2. Promote family planning. Simply educating men and women about contraception can have a big impact. When Iran introduced a national family planning program in 1989, its fertility rate fell from 5.6 births per woman to 2.6 in a decade. 3. Make education entertaining. The US-based population in media center gets creative to reach women. Its radio soap operas, which feature culturally specific stories about reproductive issues, have been heard by as many as 500 million people in 50 countries. In Ethiopia, 63% of women seeking reproductive health services reported tuning in. Effects of overpopulation. What does this constant growth mean? There are several direct consequences of overpopulation. Exhaustion of natural resources. This main effect of overpopulation is the unequal and unrestrained use of resources. The planet has a limited capacity to generate raw materials and each year the natural resources deficit to consumption of resources at a faster rate than the planet can generate them is reached earlier. Consequently, in developing countries, overpopulation fierce rivalries to control resources. And this end of my project, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Hazel, a lot. And now we are moving on for a global issue with global warming will be presented by Amira Muhammad. Amira,
Yes.
go on.
Hello everyone. With you, Amira Mohammed Noor from the fourth group. Today, I will inform you about an issue that we face on our planet called global warming. You must have heard about global warming. So, let's get closer and learn about the meaning of global warming, its causes, and how it affects the climate. What does global warming mean? In short, global warming is the average temperature of Earth's atmosphere and oceans since the late 19th century and its projected continuation. There are many causes of global warming. Some of them are man-made and others are natural. Some human activity contribute to the occurrence of global warming, including the following: burning fossil fuels, elimination of forests, cement manufacturing, pollution increase, industrial waste and landfill. As I said, there are also natural causes, including volcanoes, solar activity, melting ice, forest fires. Can anyone give me another word we have learned that means forest fires? I will choose randomly. Who want to answer? Please write in the chat box.
Can you please repeat the question?
Can anyone give me another word we have learned that means forest fires?
So, Jihad,
Jihad, can you answer please?
Yes, wildfire or deforestation.
Good job, Jihad. Thank you. So, do you know warmer temperature over time are changing weather patterns and disrupting the usual plans of nature? This poses many risks to human beings and all other forms of life on Earth, such as hotter temperature, more severe storms, increased drought, a warming rising ocean, loss of species, not enough food, more health risks, poverty, and displacement. But everything I talked about has many solutions. So, how to save our world? Everyone can help limit global warming, from the way we travel to the electricity we use and the food we eat. We all can make a difference. Start with these 10 actions to help tackle the issue. 1. Save energy at home. 2. Walk, cycle, or take public transport. 3. Eat more vegetables. 4. Throw away less food. 5. Reuse, reduce, repair, and recycle. 6. Change your home's source of energy. 7. Switch to an electric vehicle. 9. Choose eco-friendly products. 10. Finally, you can just speak up. And thank you for listening. I hope you have benefited. Bye bye.
thank you, Allah, Amira. That was so amazing. So, moving on to Minna Diab, who is going to present about food waste. Minna?
Hello everyone, I'm Minna Diab. I'm here today to talk about one of the most serious problems the world faces. It's food waste. Food waste is one of the biggest problems facing the world to the extent that it threatens the stability of societies by increasing the number of hungry people, as it is one of the biggest factors in wasting resources including water, energy, labor, and capital, as well as the emission of harmful gases that cause global warming and climate change. First, let's understand the reasons for that. 1/3 of all food produced on the planet is wasted before it reaches a human stomach. 50% of purchased food is thrown away. Conservative labeling and a poor understanding of best before and use by date are contributing factors. Now, we should find the solutions for this problem. First, we should buy meat early. Next, we can farm campaigns to collect the unwanted goods and make free meals for poor. We should take time to think about how much food we will actually eat. In the end, I wish you, my friends, would stop wasting food because we know that at the moment we are talking, there are many poor people who are starving. And I think when we stop wasting food, it will help them a lot. We will have done a great service to society. And here ends our conversation. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Minna. And now with our friend Salma Ala, who's going to present about explanation of tree.
Hello everyone,
Salma?
I'm Salma Ala and I will present my video.
Thank you, Salma. Indeed, it was short, but it was so useful and full of information. And moving on. Of course, from the picture that you're seeing in front of you, there will be a new topic. But this topic is just only a reason, it's just only an answer, it's just the answer of the question why. So, the answer of the question why, we will answer this during our project. And now with human extinction, it will be presented by me. So, okay. You, yes, you. Do you know what you're doing? Indeed not, right? I thought of that too. However, don't change the topic. All we do is not as simple as you think. These were, yes, the world that we're living at currently and that we are called Earth, and the place that we think that we won't live at, this space. They're all inviting us to Venice. Yes, Venice. Why? No wonder you will ask. So just answer me honestly. Have you ever wondered about the answer of the question why? Okay, so let me tell you. Why all these existence never stay on a steady state? It's all because of us. Yes, us. We as humans are so selfish. We always think about our only benefits. Others, they are not as much important. Even the place we are settling with. Imagine with me all the world's resources and no water to drink, no food to eat. Acid rains kills human every day. No way to get out. No oxygen, there's leak of it, toxic gases every day. Yes, this is absolutely the end for us. No life is gonna be there without humans. Hey, who said that? That 99.9% wrong. As scientists are still there, science is improving from a day to day. Everyone with such a different exploration. So we discovered some new living creatures, but not on Earth. It's on Uranus. That's another planet in our solar system. So there's a replacement. Who knows? Maybe those creatures are much capable than us or much like more better on everything. Would you like that? Some people may say that our resources are endless and will never leak, and we are the due of population decrease. So how are we gonna just exist? So the answer is so simple. Nothing is endless. Everything ends, even your life. And about the pollution, haven't you heard about the poverty due to the population increase? Imagine again, if only a father needs a car to go to work, a mother uses a fridge, oven, and a blender for making lunch. 3 years ago, may need the lights turned on all the night. A normal child will use a laptop or a phone that needs battery. So tell me, how much byte of electricity will they all need? Just a family of four may use up to 1 billion bytes of electricity a week. So on average, about just count the zeros with me. They may be much more like 15 zeros before the 1% of our resources are wasted per hour. So, to prevent ourselves from this disaster, we should really understand the rules that my group has put in above. As a leader, I'll try all my best to make all people aware of our points and understand. But I'm so sorry to say and to tell you that your future is in danger. Only you can help. Thank you.
Changes in climate and
Oh, sorry. And now with bullying, and it will be presented by Maryam Muhammad Bastawi.
Hello and welcome.
Can you hear me?
Talking with you, Maryam
Yes,
Mohammed Bastawi, and I'm from the
Maryam.
fourth group. In this group work, I'm going to be talking about bullying, the definition of bullying, types of bullying, and much more. If you're interested, please stay tuned. This picture shows a girl who is bullied by her classmates. Can you derive the definition of bullying from this picture? Now, what is bullying? Bullying is a form of violence perpetrated by a child or a group of children against another child, or disturbing him in a deliberate and repeated manner. Bullying may take many forms, such as spreading rumors, threatening, physically or verbally attacking the bullied child, isolating a child with intent to harm, or other unobserved movements and actions. Now, what makes bullying different from any other negative behavior? Well, there are 3 criteria that makes bullying different from other negative behaviors, which are intentionality, repetition, and strength imbalance. What are the types of bullying? What are the types of bullying? Did you know that bullying has more than 5 types? Yes, it does, such as physical, verbal, social, psychological, and electronic. Now, let's start with the first one, that is physical, such as beating or destruction of objects. Verbal, such as insults, bad name calling, and threats. The third one, that is social, such as intentionally ignoring the child or excluding him. They also may be spreading rumors about him. The fourth one, that is psychological, such as bad looks and manipulation. The fifth and the last one, that is electronic, such as mockery and threats via the internet. So the main question now is, why do kids use bullying? Well, as we all know, that no one is born a bully, but any child can learn and practice bullying behavior under certain circumstances. Here are some common reasons why children bully. The first reason is acquiring and learning aggression and bullying at home, at school, or through the media. The second reason is feeling neglected at home. The third reason is jealousy and interest seeking to attract attention. Now we have the treating section. What is the role of the parents in treating bullying? Parents should talk to the child if they notice that there is a problem with him. They should pay attention to the feelings of the child. They should focus on the child's speech and position. They also should tell him that he is of great interest, and that probably would make him feel much better. Did you know that teachers have the role in treating bullying? We'll find out. The role of a teacher in treating bullying. Teachers should establish clear and drastically strict rules against bullying and agree with students about consequences. Teachers also should create an atmosphere of warmth, positive concern, and inclusion with the students in their classrooms. Do not allow children to be present without adult supervision anywhere in the school. Teachers also should watch for children who are most likely to be bullied as new children, who are physically weaker than others, or who complain that they are being bullied. And the last one is, teachers should encourage these children to integrate and encourage their colleagues to help them integrate with the rest of the children.
Thank you. So amazing, especially your language. So moving on, Hannah. Of course, we are at schools because we need to get education. And now with our education section by Hannah. Hannah.
Hi, Hannah, and today I will talk about education. What is education? Education is an important tool which is very useful in everybody's life. Education is what differentiates us from other living beings on earth. It makes man the smartest creature on earth. It empowers humans and gets them ready to face challenges of life efficiently. The importance of education. Education is the most significant tool uh, in eliminating poverty and unemployment. Moreover, it enhances the commercial scenario and benefits the country overall. So, the higher the level of education in a country, the better the chances of development are. In addition, this education also benefits an individual in various ways. It helps you. It helps a person take a better and informed decision with the use of their knowledge. This increases the success rate of a in-person life. Subsequently, education also responsible for providing with an enhanced lifestyle. It gives you career opportunities that can increase your quality of life. Similarly, education also helps in making a person independent. When one is educated enough, they won't have to depend on anyone else for their livelihood. They will be self-sufficient to earn for themselves and lead a good life. Above all, education also enhances the self-confidence of a person and makes them certain of things in life. When we talk from the country's viewpoint, even then education plays a significant role. Educated people vote for the better candidate of the country. This ensures the development and growth of a nation. Doorway to success. To say that education is your doorway to success will be an understatement. It serves as the key which will unlock numerous doors that will lead to success. This will in turn help you build a better life for yourself. An educated person has a lot of job opportunities waiting for them on the other side of the door. They can choose from a variety of options and not be obligated to do something they dislike. Most importantly, education impacts our perception positively. It helps us choose the right path and look at things from various viewpoints rather than just one. With education, you can enhance your productivity and complete a task better in comparison to an uneducated person. However, one must always ensure that education solely does not ensure success. It is a doorway to success which requires hard work, dedication, and more, after which can you open it successfully. All of these things together will make you successful in life. In conclusion, education makes you a better person and teaches you various skills. It enhances your intellect and the ability to make rational decisions. It enhances the individual growth of a person. Education also improves the economic growth of a country. Above all, it aids in building a better society for the citizens of a country. It helps to destroy the darkness of ignorance and bring light to the world. Thanks for watching.
Thank you a lot, Hannah. And now with water waste by it was made by Hadid, but due to some issues, the one who's gonna present it is gonna be Jihad. So Jihad,
Yes.
yes, go on.
Water waste. What's the problem with water in the world? The reason for the water shortage in the world, in essence, global water scarcity, is due to the geographical and temporal mismatch between the demand for fresh water and its availability. Increasing world population, improving living standards, changing consumption patterns, and expanding irrigated agriculture are among the main driving forces for increasing global demand for water. Main manifestation of the water circus indicate access to safe water for 884 million people, indicate access to water used for sanitation for 2.5 billion people, depletion of groundwater, which leads to significant decrease in agricultural yields, excessive excessive pollution of water resources and damage to biodiversity. Water pollution. Second, excessive use of water. This is by wasting it without benefit and without need, such as flood irrigation of agricultural lands and thus the loss of large quantities of water without benefiting from it. Don't waste water if you have a running if you are on a running river. Water pollution poses a comprehensive danger that is reflected in all components of life. It is not only human beings affected by that pollution, but the environment also suffers from multiple dangers as a result of water pollution. The killing of many marine plants and animal organisms as a result of developing oxygen from seawater or as a result of poisoning with types of minerals and oil leaked to it. So what's the solution to these problems? Examples include water recycling and reuse, and the application of ZLD systems that use water, treat it, and then reuse it in a closed circuit system without releasing it or draining it. Recycled or treated water can be used in a variety of industrial applications both within localities and in the community. What is the solution? Switzerland. Faced with that, where is the solution? Many say that the solution lies in beaches, and that is destination of ocean waters and rivers available on the surface of the water to solve the problem of water shortage and avoid the specter of water wars. But this desolation also brings significant problems
foremost, extracting salt from water requires intense energy, which means the process increases CO2 emissions that have helped fuel water scarcity in the first place, like rainwater, desalinating plants, and expensive and inevitably disturbed half of the world's nearly 20,000 desalination plants are located in oil-rich Gulf countries, while the majority serve high-income countries. Disposal of water and waste, deforestation, do not use vesicles, transportatory pollution, sourceless water pollution, keep the soil from eroding, imposing laws and rules to protect water from pollution. There are many different ways that can be allowed to conserve water from pollution that the most important of.
Thank you, Jihad. And now with the next problem, and it's the climate change that will be presented by our friend Mariam Saad.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present a problem facing the world, which is climate change. Climate change is a global modification of the climate over a long period of time. By climate change, we mean the increase in temperature from the middle of the 20th century to the present day. Even if climate change can also have natural causes, it's largely related to human activity and greenhouse gases. Now we will talk about causes of this issue. Natural greenhouse gases ensure a temperature suitable for life on Earth, but man-made gases which cause a very high increase in heat. They prevent the heat from being reflected back into space and redirected to the Earth. There are many greenhouse gases, but here is an example of the ones that have the greatest impact on climate change. Carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. So, what are the solutions of climate change? 1. Renewable energies. Changing our main energy sources to clean and renewable energy. Solar, wind, geothermal, and biomass could be the solution. 2. Air pollution prevention. By reducing the consumption of fossil fuels and limiting industry emissions and waste. 3. Recycling. The recycling process must be taken into account in our consumption habits. And this is all what I can say about climate change. That's the end. Thanks guys for listening. See you again later. Bye bye.
Thank you, Mariam. And moving on to our friend, now we are going to have the topic of the cleansing natural resources with our friend Ala Mahmoud, but it will be presented by Salma Ala due to some issues. Salma?
Good morning, everyone. We will talk today about declining natural resources. It was made by my friend Ala, but for some reason I'm Salma Ala and I will present it. There are a great declining in natural resources. For example, deforestation. Deforestation is the purposeful clearing of forested land. It has greatly altered landscape around the world. There's also overconsumption. It worsens climate breakdown and increases air pollution. It, ex- it exhausts the plant's life support system like the ones that provide us with fresh water and leaves us short of material critical to our health and quality of life. Pollution such as air, water, noise, etc., is the introduction of contaminants into the natural environment that cause adverse change. It also plays an important part of the process of declining natural resources. In addition, mining minerals and oil increases declining in natural resources. And thank you for listening.
Thank you. So now we're not gonna say goodbye or the end, but we're gonna say now, after knowing all these, what should we do? Please, if you have any answers, write in the chat box. And to there, our presentation ends, but the topic can't end because it's so endless. And what I can say is goodbye and see you in the next meeting, inshallah.
Great effort from everyone who presented their projects to us today. In this wonderful way of presenting the problems we face in our world and trying to find solution to them, to eliminate them. I would also like to thank the group leader who was already able to demonstrate the qualities of a wise leader to support her colleagues to present their projects.